Did you know how many African presidents died in office? A sobering question indeed. The continent of Africa has witnessed many leaders' untimely demises, each leaving a unique imprint on their nation's histories. Let's commence with King Husseini II of Morocco. His reign lasted from 1955 until his death in 1999. At 70 years old, he succumbed to pneumonia, leaving a legacy of modernization and authoritarian rule. Next, we have Ibrahim B. of Niger, who met an even more tragic end. His tenure as president was abruptly ended in 1999 when he was assassinated at the age of 50. His death plunged the nation into a period of political uncertainty and unrest. Moving on to the Democratic Republic of Congo, we find Laurent D. Kabila. His rule was marked by a struggle for power and an unending battle against rebel forces. He was assassinated in 2001, at 61 years old, causing a ripple of shock and turmoil through the nation. In Somaliland, Muhammad High Eagle held the presidency from 1993 until his death in 2002. At 73 years old, he passed away due to an undisclosed illness. His death marked the end of a significant era in Somaliland's political history. Lastly, we have Gnassingbé Eyadema of Togo. Having ruled for almost 4 decades, his death in 2005 due to a heart attack marked the end of one of the longest presidencies in African history. His passing at 65 years old led to a controversial succession and a period of instability in Togo. These 5 leaders' untimely departures marked a significant turning point in their respective nations' histories. Their legacies, whether marked by progress or controversy, continue to shape the political landscapes of their countries. The impact of their deaths is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of leadership and a nation's fate. The unfortunate list does not end there. Levi Mwanawasa, the 3rd president of Zambia, was a beacon of hope for his country. His tenure was marked by a staunch fight against corruption, but his journey was cut short in 2008 due to a fatal stroke. The nation mourned, and the fight against corruption lost a valiant soldier. In the same year, Guinea also lost its leader, Lansana Conté, a man who rose from the military ranks to become the president of his nation. His death, attributed to diabetes and heart complications, left a vacuum in a country that was already grappling with socio-political challenges. Next, we travel to the heart of Africa, Gabon. Omar Bongo, who was once the world's longest-serving president, passed away in 2009 after a long battle with cancer. His death marked the end of a 42-year rule, a reign that witnessed Gabon's transformation from a less developed country to one of Africa's more prosperous nations. Also, in 2009, the president of Guinea-Bissau, whose name remains shrouded in mystery, was assassinated. This unfortunate incident heightened the political instability in a country already infamous for its coups and counter-coups. Last but not least, we remember Umar M. Yar'Adua, the 13th president of Nigeria, who succumbed to pericarditis in 2010. His death caused a constitutional crisis that shook the foundations of Africa's most populous nation. Death is an inevitable part of life, but when it comes to the demise of a leader, the stakes are high. The death of a president or a prime minister doesn't just signify the loss of a single individual, but it has far-reaching implications for the nation and its people. It can lead to power vacuums, political instability, and even civil unrest. As we can see, the death of a leader can lead to significant changes and challenges for a nation. In our final segment, we'll look at the last 5 leaders who died in office. We start with Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, a controversial figure whose rule ended abruptly in 2011, at 69 years of age. His death, a violent one, left Libya in a state of turmoil that persists to this day. Next we have Malambi Sanha of Guinea-Bissau, who succumbed to diabetes in 2012, his passing leaving a void in the country's leadership. The same year saw the heart attack of Malawi's Binguwa Mutharika, a leader remembered for his economic policies. Ghana's John Evans Atta Mills also passed away in 2012 due to a combination of throat cancer and stroke, leaving behind a legacy of peace and democracy. Finally, we remember Ethiopia's Prime Minister Meles Zenawi, who passed away from encephalitis, leaving a significant impact on his country's economic and political landscape. The death of a leader is always a significant event that can drastically alter a nation's course. It's a sobering reminder of the fragility of life and the immense responsibility that comes with leadership. So what can we learn from these unfortunate events? History tells us that the sudden loss of a leader can bring about a seismic shift in a nation's trajectory. These African leaders, each with their unique contributions and shortcomings, left indelible marks on their countries and the African continent. Their untimely departures, whether due to illness, assassination, or accident, underscore the fragility and unpredictability of life and leadership. The memory of these leaders continues to shape the nations they once served. Their legacies, whether for good or ill, are a testament to the power and responsibility that comes with leadership. We will continue in the next chapter as we cover those African leaders who died in office and how they died. Did their deaths have some explaining? If you like the video, please subscribe, like, and comment, bellow and add what I've mentioned.